All right. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our incredible presentation called Epic. I am your hostess, Coach JP, and excited to have each and every one of you online with me. I'm excited to present to you what will be some absolutely amazing information that we believe will revolutionize, your financial situation. But we also believe that there are going to be people whose lives you will impact as well. So, Epic is our company. I am Coach JP. Epic stands for Exceptional People, Incredible Compensation. Now, what we actually enjoy is the fact that we were looking for a platform where we literally could be first, where there was a level playing field. We were looking for a platform where we felt like the leadership was a group of smart people. They had a sense of direction. We realized that success rises and falls on leadership. So we were looking for a company where those leaders actually believed in, they were God-fearing people, and they knew how to treat people. The field came first and the company came second. We found that. Those of us, the person that invited you to watch this particular presentation, we were also looking for a strong compensation platform, whether the person wanted to earn with our product, which I'll share with you in just a moment, or they wanted to create a team and earn a residual platform. In our residual platform, the income potential was strong, and we found that. Weekly play, low startup, and worldwide, platform. Every single thing that we were looking for, we actually found in this particular platform. And we really, really wanted something that was, recession, pandemic proof. We did not want anything else that could be affected by any other outside contributors. So, who we are, Epic, a global company, 145 different countries and territories right now. And whether you want to pursue an education in Forex and start to earn 4 figures a year, 5 figures a year, or 6 figures a year, trading in currency, you can do that. If you want to build a team and grow a residual income, you can do that. And in order to make all of this come together, Mr. McCovey, my best friend, has assembled some of the best minds. He is the owner and founder of this company. The best minds in business, the best minds in Forex, including Mr. Spencer Iverson, our president, Mr. Mark Sterling, vice president of sales, and Mr. Jonathan Green. Now, I've had the opportunity to work with those 4 gentlemen that I just mentioned, and we all have wanted a company where the executive leadership team was everything that we just said. And what's so amazing is, having worked together once, we've all come back, and we're back together again. Coach Max, the People's Champions, and David Lisiaga. Listen, when I tell you we've got the best minds in Forex and in business to help you achieve your goals, we absolutely do. Now, what is Forex? I can spell Forex, but until recently, I did not know it stood for foreign exchange. I did not understand that it was the act of buying and selling currency literally right from your cell phone. But now it does make sense. Why? Because once upon a time, if you didn't have 5, 6, 7 figures to put into the market, it was not the kind of game or the field that you could play on. But today, what we're bringing to bear and bringing to people is a portable skill where we have brokers that, don't require that kind of upfront capital to get started. As a matter of fact, one of the young champions on our team, he says that, some brokers will allow you to get started building your portfolio with as little as $50 invested into the market. But what's crazy is banks have been using it for years. They go out, take the money we put in their bank, get a 4, 5, 6, 700% return on their investment, and come back and give us, 1.5 to 2%. This allows you to move the bank out of the way and now start to actually, invest in that market. But we don't send you out there without letting you know what you're doing, because it is a $6 trillion a day affair, open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. But we got to make sure you're educated. So Stuart and Rosa Anderson are 2 of the people that I had a whole lot of respect for. And what I made sure that, what I wanted to make sure of is that it would pass the sniff test or the litmus test with these 2 champions. And it absolutely did, because the platform provides that you have an opportunity to participate in our live sessions. You have the opportunity to participate in what we call the Epic News Network, which is how the corporate team and the corporate, the traders actually stay in touch with us. Not to mention, before you start trading, once you go through your 14-day syllabus in your Epic University, the company, the traders start to say, listen, you can actually trade what we're trading. Give you an example. There was one trade that went out, and over 2 weeks with $10,000 invested, that person actually, made $77,429 and some change, right? So let's just say you or I had put in 1,000. Relatively speaking, if we did the exact same thing that they did, we would have made $749. And if we put in $100, we'd have made $74.90. Does that make sense? It's all relative. But they give us the signals that they're going to use so that we can use them, right? So that we can use them to actually do the exact same things. Study hall, of course, we use the term because, of course, we have a university, right? But you actually get to, ask those questions of the beginner, intermediate, and advanced traders, as well as the trading house community, where it's a group of us. And you can ask those questions. You can talk to the traders, talk to other people that are like-minded, get additional information. Initially, you're going to be receiving a lot of information, but as you grow, you're going to actually be giving a lot of information. So what I love about the company and what they put together is this. They've actually put together a platform where literally, we've got enhanced data security on our side. The Forex training is comprehensive and fun and professional, as well as strong compliance to make sure all of us are walking that straight and narrow. Does that make sense? Now, on the business building side, we have what we call weekly pay. We have back office reporting, and we have the ability to actually, expand our business. As I mentioned to you, 145 different countries and territories. We have the ability to expand our business all around the globe. So everything that everybody needs. So I'm going to pause for effect. I want to make sure that I separate those two, right? I want to make sure I separate the two. I want you to understand that under one umbrella, you have two distinct ways that you can actually earn income, and nobody laugh at my umbrella, right? One, I just talked to you about, and that's Forex. And literally, it is a platform where you're going to have education with the university. You can do transactions to earn your income. People can earn 4 figures a year, 5 figures a year, 6 figures a year, and upwards over time, not out the gate, over time. But the beautiful thing about this platform is you actually learn to trade the product we call currency, right? So that's what we just talked about. Rosa and Stuart said again, it is not unusual for a person to be able to start off earning, $50 to $100 a day, and then $150 to $200 a day in the market over time. Those traders that you're going to be learning from, these ladies and gentlemen, they have actually created a atmosphere for themselves where they earn 6 figures a year, maybe a few years down the road. But how amazing is that to be able to do it from wherever you are, from any internet-based device, right? So I want to switch gears, and I want to talk to you about number 2. So this is the number 1 way that you can earn, okay? And this is number 2. So oftentimes the question is, well, if I want to just build, my income in Forex, do I have to build a team as well? The answer to that question, of course, is no. So you can either work in Forex and earn income, work building a team and earn income, or you can actually do both. So what would be the difference? Well, you're going to get the same thing as far as education from my executive team, but you're going to also get it from myself, or we're going to actually train you. In addition to that, you're going to be able to create a residual income. And what that means is, because you're working with people and you're developing, teams of people that grow, you'll create a residual income, because over on this side, the currency is really, or the product is really people, but you can earn that 4, 5, or 6 figure income, and ultimately a 7-figure income as well on this side. Again, they're 2 separate yet distinct platforms, but each of them, what is exciting is each of them mean that you are actually in business for yourself. So let me share with you a little bit about what that means to actually be in business for yourself as far as taxes are concerned, because what most people are not aware of is that, that Congress supports you being in business for yourself, in a home-based business for yourself. They will actually increase your tax return, or you can actually increase your tax return by $4,000 to $6,000 with all the things that you are able to write off on your taxes, simply because you build your business 3 to 4 hours a week. That's not even half of a full-time day, right? You actually, keep good records, which we're going to show you how to do that, and you attempt to make a profit. Well, you're going to make a profit. So here's the beautiful thing. That means that things that were not tax write-offs for you last year can be tax write-offs for you in 2021 by you getting started in business in 2020. Does that make sense? They also say that because you're going to be in business, you can increase your take-home pay from your job. Now, most people say, well, how would that actually come about? How would you be able to do that? Well, the reason you would be able to do that actually is because you have the opportunity to go into your job and to human resources and change your W-4 and increase your exemptions. So most of us have, like, if I have 2 people in my household, I might have 2 exemptions. You can actually increase it to about 9 or 10. That reduces how much the government takes out of your check. And that difference is what you can bring home in that paycheck. Does that make sense? That's what that difference actually is. But you can't do that unless you're going to be in what? Business for yourself. So, but this gentleman right here, he does a better job of explaining it. So I want you to hear from Mr. Bean, because what he does is he really breaks down, right? He really breaks down your ability to earn income and the power of taxes with a home-based business. Let's check him out.
This is the fun part. Business income is strategy 2. Strategy 1, your money must go further by creating a positive what? Strategy 2 is business income. Business income is taxed at a lower rate. The net effect of having a business is that you pay between 18 and 23% taxes instead of 28 to 33. So you were paying 28 to 33, now you're paying 18 to 23. That means now you get to pay yourself first because you can spend money now on your what? Business. Give you guys an example. They say if you don't have a home-based business, just take $20 a day. Now, I want y'all to really understand this. If you don't have a home-based business, you're overpaying taxes by about $500 to $600 a month. So some of you guys are gonna walk out of here a home-based business with a strategy. I'm gonna bring up some people and give them some checks. They earn checks from a home-based business. And if you don't have one, here's what you're doing. I'm gonna think about it, 20. I'm gonna pray about it. I'm gonna research it. I gotta go talk to the wife. I gotta go talk to the husband. While you praying, thinking, researching, talking, just keep throwing 20s away. Because that's what it's averaging you for your lack of knowledge on capitalism. $20 a day. The tax savings alone put $500 to $600 a month back in your what? Pocket. Net. So when you leave here today, while you're thinking about it, praying about it, tomorrow it's going to cost you $20 to think about it. That's not a big deal. Talk it over with your husband. Talk it over with your wife. That's not a big deal. Tuesday, y'all still thinking about it. You only wasted $80. That ain't no big deal. Pray about it. By the time Sunday comes, you need to pray about it. Next Sunday, ask God if this business makes sense. Ain't no big deal. You up to about 140, no problem. If you got it like that, I need to be doing what you're doing. Now, hold on one second. So while you're thinking about it, just remember this. Every day that you don't, the average per day loss I'll be on taxes, $20 a day. If you don't have a home-based business, I'm not pressuring you. I'm giving you the real deal. $20 a day, gone.
And you know how people say, well, I'm doing really good because I've got a really good job? The more you make, the $20 a day goes higher because they pay more taxes.
That's right. So if you got a really, really good job, you need to really, really get a business. Everybody got it?
So I like that video because I think he breaks it down very, very well, that we want to be in business for ourselves. So family, it doesn't matter whether you want to build on the Forex side or you want to build on the team building side or you want to do both. Either way, you're launching a business and all of those tax advantages become yours. How amazing is that? So before you even get out the gate, you've increased your actual, income by $4,000 to $6,000 just because you're in business for yourself. So of course, when you are trading or when you're building a business, we don't put any caps on your income, which means we also don't make any guarantees. Your success is going to be based on your active participation, which will mean that you're going to have to go to work studying Forex or go to work building a team, Either way, but what I'm going to tell you is every single bit of it is worth it. So one of the things, Kim, that I was telling you about is the freeforex.com. This is a platform that the company is putting together that actually shows you how to do what we call attraction marketing from your Facebook, your Google, or your Instagram page. It's going to have lead capture pages. It's going to be a system where once people come all the way through the funnel, by the time they talk to you, they know that they want to be in Forex, they know that they want to build a team, or they know they want to do both. Either way, it gives you that leg up. But one of the reasons that we know for a fact that we can actually dispel a little bit of the fear that people have in growing a team is the fact that you only need 3 people. So it's not like you actually have to have a whole lot of people to grow your business. Everybody really only needs 3. And a lot of times, family, we can find that in a cousin, an aunt, an uncle, a brother, a sister, a mother, a nephew. We can literally start in our own household, which is what a lot of cultures do. They start in their own household and they empower from within. Does that make sense? Because I was telling a group the other day, they were talking about a family, creating a family dynasty. And Cheryl, we had talked about that literally if the person that got started was the dad, and then mom, sister, brother, and auntie, nephew, cousin, grandma, grandpa, you know what I mean? If we did it just even that way, imagine the impact of some of our family members. They're earning money in Forex. Some of them are earning building a team. Some of them are earning doing both. How powerful is that? How powerful is that? And we are able to do that, especially since we've kept the cost of building this business or getting this business started down to going out to dinner. I mean, dinner night out, right? $99 at Mr. Boil in Hampton, Virginia. 2 seafood boil bags is $100. And that's if you're drinking water. You know what I mean? You haven't even got a real beverage yet, right? $99 to run your business every single month. But guess what, guys? You can't even run a lemonade stand for that in these day and times. You're looking at a business where literally that will allow you to earn all the way up to $250,000 every Friday, $1 million every 28 days for a $99 investment in yourself. That includes tax benefits. So if you say, I want to do Forex, okay, we say, okay, do that. But if you allow us to help share this information with at least 3 people, where you have 1 in team 1, 1 in team 2, and 1 in team 3, what that means for you is that now your subscription cost, this $99 per month, goes away. You'll simply sign up as an IBO, pay $29.99 every single month, right? And guess what? Sail off into the Forex sunset, and you can actually have that education for free, right? Powerful. But for that person who says, well, I want to make money in this platform, the company says, listen, as long as you're not making money, there is no $99 fee. But when we start to pay you, we know you can afford to pay your own subscription. Does that make sense? So what are we going to do? To get you from the place of a free Forex education to what we have found to be the sweet spot, which is anywhere between that $2,000 a month to that $10,000 a month mark, most people will look at that and say, oh my God, that would be so hard to do. What I'm going to tell you, it is just, we're going to eat this elephant one bite at a time. First step, get you your 3. Well, what's step 2? How about we get number 1, number 2, and number 3, their 3, just like we did for you. Well, what has happened is you've now met the requirements of 442, which means the company is now going to start to pay you $125 every Friday. Do you realize that just by helping 10 people get started, now I know I'm showing 12, but just by helping 10 people get started in the structure of 442, you've just created $6,500 every single year for yourself. Even though you're now going to pay the $99 and the $24.99, it comes out of your commission. It doesn't come out of your bank account. So we like to say one and done. You get $199 out of my bank account. After that, we want to get you guys, the 3, so they waive the fee. And immediately after that, we want to get you to where you're profitable and you're earning that $6,500 per year. Well, Coach JP, what would be the next step? That got me to 500. Well, yes, it did. It got your teammates 1, 2, and 3 to 3 and free. You got to 500. So how do you move down the track, right? How do you move down the track? It is very simple. What do you think is going to be the responsibility of our responsibility to your 3? And it's going to be very simple. It is going to be to help them to actually acquire their 3 as well. Now, this team, she is 444, just like you were. See how we're having everybody duplicate the same platform? So this bottom level, the people in blue are now 3 and free. Your team 1, 2, and 3 are at 500 and you're at 1,000. And when you take that to the next level, family, you move the light blue to where they're making 500. Your team 1, 2, and 3 are now making 1,000 a month, and now you're making 2,000. And when you take it to the next level where those in light blue, right? They're actually earning 2,000. Your team 1, 2, and 3, those guys are earning, 1, they're earning 2, now you're earning 5. In other words, every time you dig down to help somebody pull themselves up, you actually bless yourself as well. One of the most important factors about this, not the most important, but one of the more beneficial parts about this is that you actually get started in business. And because you only have 3 teams, right? And as you grow, say, for example, you want to get to 12, 12, 6. And if this team had 8, 9, and 4, right? And you personally had recruited 5 or 6 or 7 people to help you get to your goal. Literally, when you actually put some of these people down under this team, and under this team, so that you personally hit your goal, right? What it does is it helps this person to hit their goal. So everything we do, because we only have 3 teams, will flow down into our organization. That's called spillover and spill under. So periodically, you may have somebody wake up that went to bed with 2 or 3 people. They wake up, they have 4, 5, or 6. Well, what does that mean for them? Well, that means for them, if they now have 4, 5, or 6 people on their team, and they were shooting for 4, 4, 2, and now they have 4 on this team, this leg is already done. All they have to do is actually to finish up the last 2, and they're at $500. That is a powerful thing, champions. That is a very powerful thing, especially when you look at the fact that most people who never, ever, ever, ever had the opportunity to grow a team will find that there is volume coming from up top that flows down on their team. And just like you're flowing volume down to their team, they will start flowing volume down to their teams as well. Does that make sense, family? So it's a win-win situation. So what's your number? Where would you need to be? Whether you're building on the Forex side or you're going to build on this side, what's your number? 2,000 a month, 4,000 a month, 5,000 a month? Where is it that you need to get to? And what I love about this platform here is that we have something called Epic Estates, where literally the income that you're going to create in your career as a builder will literally pass down to your children and your children's children as residual income, because it's going to keep coming in every Friday. Does that make sense? But before we even get into needing to have a will or an estate plan, what if you're just a young lady and you decide that you want to have a family, you want to take 2 years off your job because you want to raise your child until they're 2 or 3 yourself, right? Well, if you're earning a residual income, guess what? That income keeps coming in and allows you to spend that time with your family. Family, it buys you your time back. It buys you your life back. $100 investment, seriously? And yes, we're going to give you some nice toys as you move through the compensation plan. We're going to give you some things that you're going to be blinged out things, or vacations, or timepieces. They don't call a Rolex a watch, but a timepiece. And really, at $100,000 every 28 days, $25,000 every Friday, you can buy your own Rolex. The company just wants to say thank you, because they know, Michelle, that some people are going to see this presentation and they're going to say, you know what? In their mind, they're going to give you, or to you, they're probably going to say something like, well, my cousin's best friend's sister's niece's, aunt's twin brother's cousin did something like that and it didn't work. All they're saying is, I don't have the faith, the grain of a mustard seed to step out and do it myself. So they may give you all kinds of excuses of why they cannot do it. So we say, okay, well, if you give Michelle a Mercedes and she pulls up in that, or maybe if Cottrell pulls up in an Escalade, or maybe if Tonya pulls up in a Tesla, maybe her friends that didn't believe before, they'll believe now, and now we'll be able to help them too. We want to say thank you for a job well done, but we also want to make sure that we reach the masses, because while most people say, you know what, I walk by faith, in reality, most people walk by sight, because they'll say stuff to me like, I'm gonna wait and see what you do. So you wouldn't go to college until you waited to see if I graduated from college? I mean, really? All they're saying is, I don't have that faith, the grain of a mustard seed to step out and try something different. We're going to circle back and help them anyway. Is that all right? So $99, family, come on, for the opportunity to earn $1 million. You can't, listen, $99 for the opportunity to earn $1 million every Friday. And no, nobody needs all of that by themselves. This is where you can become a philanthropist. You can actually support, St. Jude's Children's Hospital, or you can actually build your own academy, or whatever it is that you want to do is what you're able to do with like $1 million at the top of the comp plan. The point of the matter being, it's $99. It's a $99 decision. We waste that. Most people will waste that on a weekend. Does that make sense? 3 scholars, the $99 monthly goes away. You pay $24.99 until such time as the company begins to pay you. But we say, why live an ordinary life when you can live an epic life, right? Money is not an excuse. It's $100. Time is not an excuse, because with the spillover where people grow under your team without you, you don't have to do all of the work by yourself. Money is not an excuse monthly, because you can change your W-4 at work to bring home more money so that you can study your foreign exchange and not have a customer or a business partner, right? And you're going to get the money back on your taxes plus an extra $4,000 to $6,000, right? So it either reduces your liability, helps you break even, or gives you more that comes home. Either way, then people are not an issue, because we're going to show you how to attract them from Facebook, and you only need 3. Most of them are right in your family, right? Right. And so every excuse that a person could possibly have for why they could not be in, and I won't say excuse, every reason that a person may give themselves why they could not be in business, we want to gently ease your mind about every single one of them. We got you. Does that make sense? So what is your next step? Your next step is to get back with the person that invited you to this particular webinar, this particular presentation, this particular YouTube, right? And let them know, okay, I see myself being a trader, or I see myself being a builder, or I see myself being both. For some people, you may say, well, you know what? Is there more information? Absolutely, there is. As a matter of fact, we've got plenty of information we can share with you. The person that invited you to the webinar can walk you through what we call a back office review, and we can show you how everything works. But for the person who says, well, I want to research it, well, with their 40 days old, there's not a whole lot to know, right? You have to actually get in and experience what's going on in order to see what's going on, because you can't experience outside of us. Fair enough? So with that being the case, I'm excited to have shared this information with you. This particular webinar is officially over, and I'm so excited. I want to be one of the first to welcome you to the beaches of the world, welcome you to the bank, where we sit we don't have to stand in line, but we sit over there on the side where they call your name. But listen, guys, I just look forward to seeing you at the Epic table. Have an incredible rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening. And this particular webinar is officially over. We'll talk to you very, very, very soon.